here with CSI. Today we're going to talk about what's in our little black box. This is a product we released earlier this year, and it's our Progressive Bump Spring Kit. So the idea behind the Progressive Bump Spring Kit was when we came out with this Eibach Bump Spring and this nice washer system, it had a 1 inch shorter installed height, so we could use these across a wider platform of cars, where the typical Progressive kit we sell, which works fantastic, it's a fair bit taller. So in certain applications we couldn't get the bump gap we needed because our stack was too tall. So we went to this to shorten it up, which solved one problem but then created another. It wasn't very progressive. So through a lot of track testing and testing on the dyno, we came up with this kit where you can stack these nice neoprene bump rubbers inside of your spring. So you have different rate springs and different rate bump rubbers, and now we're getting that progressive spring rate. So it starts off fairly linear in the spring, and then as it compresses and gets into the bump rubber, the rate ramps up. So we found this to work really well. It gave the same results as our Progressive bump kit, but in a much shorter installed package. So we have this for micro sprints, midgets, and then sprint cars in 2 different shaft size, 1/2 and 9/16. And depending on what kit you select, we will give you the springs that we have used in testing and found to work the best for that application, and then the bump rubbers as well. So it's enough stuff to do 2 corners, right rear and left rear, or potentially set up a spare shock, and then the really nice hard case with the foam insert that comes with it. You could pull these little foam squares out and add to the kit if you want to add some more springs or packers, bump rubbers, etc. So really nice, handy little kit, easy to put in your trailer, and has everything you need in there at a discounted price, because these Eibach springs are on the expensive side, but they are that way because they're extremely high quality. So there's other kits out there with bump springs that aren't as high a quality, and you will run into some fatigue and issues where it loses its standing height. Not with these. These are a very high quality spring. We've put them through the ringer here in testing, and we like this spring a lot. And they offer very light rates. These springs start at 50-pound rates, so works great on anything from a micro to a sprint car.